quick question. Ever wonder what you get it if you mash together a classic brick breaker with a space-faring shooter? Well, wonder no more because today we're diving deep into Starwulf. Hey there, my Muñaños gamer. This is Jesus from Jesus Gaming, and today I present you Starwulf. It's an indie title developed and published by Arctic Apes, and it's promised a unique blend of genres. We're going to explore this gameplay, take a peek at the minds behind it, and ultimately answer the big question: is Starwulf a hidden gem worth of your time and hard-earned cash? Stick around and let's find out. So who are Arctic Apes? Well, they're the Nordic indie game developers. Information about them is a bit scarce, which is pretty common for smaller self-publishing indie studios. What we do know is that they took on the challenge of not just developing Starwulf, but also publishing it, which is a massive undertaking for any indie game team. Their game, Starwulf, Seeker of the Secret Space, first launched on Steam and Google Play around June 2023. From what I can gather, Arctic Apes aim to create a fresh experience by merging nostalgic brick puzzles mechanic with the excitement of space shooter action. There's a clear passion for this class of styles indeed, but with a desire to put their own spin on it. A while ago, one of the developers mentioned that the story involves about a young pilot whose home planet is invaded, and they send out to follow the path of a legendary crusader named Starwulf to save their people. They even created a video to showcase the game's backstory, indicating a commitment to build a narrative around their gameplay concept. They've also been responsive to community feedback, which mentions updates like Starwulf 2.0 to improve the game based on player input. This kind of dedication from an indie developer team is always great to see. Alright, let's talk about gameplay. At its core, Starwulf is exactly what they say on the tin. Part brick puzzle, part space shooter. Imagine you're flying your ship, and instead of just shooting standard projectiles, you're often using mechanics reminiscent of games like Tetris or Arkanoid to break through brick planets or clear obstacles. You'll be navigating through procedural generated star system and taking on diverse planets. This means each can run offer a slightly different challenge. As you progress, you unlock special missions, which can range from asteroid fields that you need to blast your way through to fending off enemy fleet attack. The game isn't just about reaction time, there's a layer of strategy too. You collect cargo from these planets, which you can then sell them to upgrade your ship. The better shields, stronger weapons, making the ship more maneuverable, the usual space game upgrade loop, which is essentially as you venture into more hostile territory. Visually, Starwulf has a clean, functional indie aesthetic. It's not trying to be a AAA graphical powerhouse, but the visual serves the gameplay as well. The sound design and music are fitting for the Arctic space adventure vibe, aiming to immerse you in this hybrid world. As I mentioned it, there's a story driving the main game. Your home planet is in peril, invaded by a hostile race. With no help from other planets, you, a rookie pilot, decide to take matters into your own hands. The goal is to follow the footsteps of the legendary Starwulf, find a mythical ship, and ultimately save your world.
Ever since I was a kid, I heard tales of a lone space pilot embarking on an epic journey through distant galaxies, leading to a mysterious realm known as secret space. That pilot returned with a mind-blowing ship that had everyone doubting its existence. Yet, they remained tight-lipped about its origin, earning the nickname Starwulf. Those stories stuck with me, and I knew deep down that one day, I'd follow in their footsteps and become a legend. Then everything went sideways. Hostile forces from a forsaken galaxy invaded our planet, turning my family into slaves. No one came to help, not from nearby planets or the so-called Galactic Society. And where was I? Stuck grinding through a space pilot course on some remote rock, unable to do a damn thing as my home descended into chaos. Determination fueled my tears of rage and sorrow, and I swore an oath, I'd be there, and I'd be there soon. Even if it meant walking the path of a legend and returning with a kick-ass ship that could wipe out any enemy fleet. I was going to free my people, no matter the cost. And so, my heroic journey began. I ventured from star system to star system, navigating treacherous galaxies like a true daredevil. I scavenged cargo from uninhabited planets and cashed in by selling it at space stations. Slowly but surely, I honed my skills and upgraded my ship to face the perils of those distant realms. Those mystical energy items I stumbled upon in hyperspace? Turns out they had a hidden power. They could freeze time. I started to wonder if they held the key to unlocking the path to secret space. As I gathered those mysterious remnants from hyperspace, I delved into their origins, unraveling their secrets one by one. Eventually, I pieced together the star systems where the remaining parts of the ancient warp engine could be found. So, I pressed on, maneuvering through asteroid fields and plundering uninhabited planets for their treasures. I didn't rest until I had every damn part one needed. And with the activation of that ancient machine, a portal opened to an uncharted star system. It was my hard-earned reward, a chance to finally seize the legendary spaceship I had dreamed about for ages. With that beauty under my command, I made my way back home, a seasoned pilot, no longer green but a certified star warrior. And guess what? I had allies by my side. The word of Starwulf's return spread like wildfire, rallying others to join the cause. We faced an intense battle, but in the end, the enemy suffered heavy losses and retreated. My mission was accomplished, and my people were finally free. Those scoundrels better think twice about returning, for they know I'll be there, armed and ready, to defend what's ours.
It's a classic underdog tale, giving context to your brick busting and space blasting. So what did I enjoy about Starwulf? First, the concept itself is pretty unique. The blend of brick puzzles and space shooting isn't something you see every day, and for casual experience, it can be quite engaging and easy to pick up and play. Yes, hello Galaga and my old days as a gamer doing some arcade expedition, and there's always time for Galaga. So there's no doubt that I find appeal in Starwulf at all. The second, the procedural generation and the variety of mission types like asteroid fields and enemy fleets to add some replayability. Knowing that the developers Arctic Apes is actively listening to feedback and updating the game is a big push for an indie title. And third, the ship upgrade system, while straightforward, provides a decent sense of progression. Working towards the next cool weapon or tougher hulls keeps you motivated. Like all objective review, everything isn't perfect, and Starwulf is not exempt for this. So the game is not perfect, in other words. Some communities reviews, and I tend to agree, mention that Starwulf can become a bit repetitive or grinding over longer playing sessions. While the mix of genre is lower, the core loop, once you've seen its main components, might not hold for everyone's attention for thousands of hours. I don't want to go deep as one Steam review described it, which said potentially bland if you're not specifically a fan of both simple Tetris-like mechanics and Space Invader style of gameplay. It's true that the campaign, while having a story, can feel quite linear, relying on replaying similar content, which is kind of a known thing in the gaming development if you're obviously gaming from the 90s and early 2000s, or maybe way back as the 80s. More dynamic elements or deeper strategy choices in the mid to late games will enhance the experience further, and this is one of the aspects of the reviews that I truly agree. So the final verdict? Starwulf is commendable effort from a small indie studio. Arctic Apes has successfully blended two distinct genres into a functional and at times fun experience. If you're a casual gamer who enjoys both classic puzzle games and simple space shooter, you're looking for something a bit different that won't break the bank. Starwulf could be a neat little title to check out. It has certain charm, and the developer's commitment is evident. If you're seeking deep, complex mechanics in either genre, or if you're quickly put off by gameplay loops that can feel repetitive, this, in space speaking, might not be interstellar journey for you. Regarding the price, it's quite low, which make it an accessible gamble if the concept intrigues you. There's also a demo usually available on Steam, so you can try before you buy. So what do you think? Does Starwulf sounds like your kind of game? Are you up to more Space Invader or Tetris-like indie games? Let me know in the comment. Please consider to hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell for everything gaming news, retro gaming, walkthroughs, general gaming info, and please consider my new podcast, Continue News and Gaming. This was Jesus from Jesus Gaming, health and success, and happy gaming.